Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Stream Live Tampa. Mikey Paris here with Jim Delaney at the 14th Annual World Power Showcase from Marlins Park, LoanDepot Park in Miami, Florida. First game today is the 12 and under All-Stars. We're going to go with the Green Machine against the Blue Hens. Just to keep it straight, they named them AL and NL, but we'll just go with the colors for everyone at home, and it keeps it easier on your broadcast team here from Stream Live Tampa. With Javier Nunez running the board, our boss and technical genius. You're going to see a great ball game this morning for 12 and under All-Stars from all over America. We'll see if we've got some international flavor on the young kids here today. We'll find out. We're running through the rosters right now and getting that set up for you. We invite you to go on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter and converse with us about the game today. Anyone that may be in the building, because they rotate players around a lot, we'll try to get the defense set for you. It may not be as much today because the rosters don't look as big, Jim Delaney, so that's going to make it easier on us. The games we've had on Monday and Tuesday, we had rosters of 18 players, and they would bat everyone and then rotate position-wise. So we'll try to get the defense set, and we'll ask you to help us out. If you're in the building, let us know if your son or if you're, the players that are playing in positions. So we'll get those set as well. And we're getting ready to get underway in what we're going to call Getaway Day, Jim Delaney. 8:30 game and a 1 o'clock game will be done about 5 o'clock before we have to take that beautiful trek back to Tampa, Florida, where we are from. We're about ready for Trayvon Jackson Jr., 4'11", 80 pounds, from Rio Vista Elementary, will be leading off. We'll set your pitcher as soon as we can get it straight. And here's the first pitch of the ball game. Curveball in there for a strike, and we're off and running in the 12 and under World Power Showcase. Pitcher will be Charlie Big Papa Rothbard. There's a ball tapped slowly to third, just foul. So it's going to be 0-2 from Mr. Rothbard to Trayvon Jackson Jr. Playing on a big league field. The mound has been moved up just a tad for Mr. Rothbard. Curveball down in the dirt, bounces it up front. Jim Delaney will join us momentarily as he gets our lineup set for the ball game this morning. It's a beautiful day in Miami. Nice cool breeze blowing outside. Here's the 1-2. Ball misses upstairs, 2-2. Again, make sure all the grandparents and aunts and uncles and everyone that wants to watch the ball game today, Stream Live Tampa, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and even Twitch if you need it. You can watch 6 different angles and listen to the glorious play-by-play by me, Mikey Paris, and Jim Delaney. That's going to load the count here, 3-2 now. Trayvon Jackson Jr. Our 4th and 5th game of the week here on Stream Live Tampa for the Power Showcase. I want to thank Brian Domenico for bringing us in. The 3-2 pitch right down the middle, but Jackson ruins it, and he'll get another 3-2 pitch. As we settle in for game 1, we'll see if we're doing the exact same rules and regulations of the previous games. Another foul ball. And we've got a battle here to start the game between Rothbard and Jackson Jr.
I'm here, Mike.
Jim Delaney now joining us. Got our lineup set.
Yeah, talked to both managers before.
Off-speed pitch on the 3-2.
They're going to both snake their lineups, getting all their names and everything so that we can at least get through 12 innings.
We are doing the 12 innings.
12 innings.
Or 4 hours, whichever comes
or
first.
4 hours, 25 pitch limit.
4 runs in it. 4 runs in an inning.
Yes, sir.
All right. They will only allow 4 runs an inning to keep things moving along.
Especially at this younger
pitch count.
age.
Ball is popped up. The second baseman goes over and makes the play for the first out of the ball game.
Kid from Ohio.
And you'll notice on the uniforms they have their states on there. Sometimes the names on the back of the uniforms are tough for us to read. That's where we're asking for your help. But the Ohio second baseman pulls it in for the first out of the ball game. Here is Danigal Badar out of Texas, 5'2", 125. They go to Francis Elementary.
Lighten up, Francis.
Might be Danielle. There's a base hit right there for Badar.
A lot of Texans on this blue team that is the National League team.
We've got Mr. Lovelace playing first base from Arizona. I'm wondering, we know that name from the Tampa area. Vance Lovelace. Hillsborough High School. He was Dwight Gooden before there was Dwight Gooden. Did not have the career that Dwight Gooden did, but believe me, he could throw it. Runner takes second on the ball that bounced in front of the plate. So now with 1 out and a 1-0 count, Cason Warner, 5'10", 180 out of Texas, Huntington Middle School, and the first member of the all-hair team today, and there's a base hit right up the middle.
And just what we were talking about in the way here.
And it skips by, and Cason Warner will have to get his cardio early as he is going to run and see if they hold him up at third. And no one is happier than Cason Warner that they held him up at third. That will be a triple and an RBI for Mr. Warner. Huntington Middle School.
What we were talking about in the way here, everybody, was they were not going to have temporary fences, not on the Major League Park. So they have to drill into the field. So run if it gets by the outfielders, and that's what Cason Warner did right there with that line drive up the middle, got by the center fielder, rolled all the way to the track.
If you remember your days on the kickball field, you know it well. That's what we're going to see today in these 2 early games. There's a ball hit deep. Will the right fielder get a beat on it? And he does.
Catch.
A great play by the right fielder to go back, and the runner could not tag.
Okay, so I wrote SF for no reason.
Looks like Mississippi right fielder, or NS.
It is Mississippi.
I believe it's Mississippi. Here is Quinn Majeski at a running Bushy Middle School. 5'6", 125 out of Texas.
Quinn was hitting many over the painted line in the outfield yesterday during the rookie section of the home run derby.
I love how the Blue Hens are coming out swinging, Jim. And Mr. Rothbard's doing a fine job on the mound throwing strikes, which is always a concern when you make the jump from the small field to the big field.
Yeah, you notice they do have the temporary mound at the front of the Major League Hill here.
Yes,
they're not throwing 60 feet.
It's got to be right in the middle of what it was and what it is. I like it.
And nowadays with the plethora of tournament baseball that's out there at the youth level, there's a lot of artificial mounds that you see.
Curveball in there for strike 3. Nicely done on the outside corner, and that'll wrap it up for the Blue Hens, but they do push one across on 2 hits, no errors, and we'll be right back after this for the bottom half of the first. Mikey Paris. Oh, we're still playing music.
Leading off for the Rookies American League team.
Mikey Paris back here for Stream Live Tampa. We're in the bottom of the first on the 12 and under. So Trayvon Jackson on the hill for the Blue Hens versus Joel Vargas for the Green Machine. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
And we are expecting, both sides are expecting a widened zone today.
Which is good news for everyone. Fastball, that got up there quick, but a little high. Just to remind everyone, if you're new to the broadcast on Stream Live Tampa, due to copyright infringement laws, anytime the music is played in the ballpark, we have to turn our sound off. So it's not you, it's not us, it's the law. Fastball right past him, 1-2 now. Joel Vargas, 5'7", 130 out of Sunnyside, California.
Down in the San Diego part of California, where they pronounce it Joel Vargas.
I'll go with that.
Home plate blue takes one off the shin. Come on, catch. There you go. Thank you, coach. Get your catch to go out there.
A little walk out. Where's our...
He's right here. There's the morning guy. The morning athletic trainer.
The athletic trainer already having to keep an eye on the umpire. Took one right in the knee.
He's all right. He's just walking it.
He's toughing it out. Nothing says a good morning than a good ball that misses the shin guard at 8:30, and you know you're going till 12:30
or maybe later.
Yes, he won't be in the he won't be behind the dish.
Not for both.
Strike three right there. Vargas goes down swinging for the first out of the ball game for the Blue Hens. Logan Frazier now from Eastvale Elementary, 5'1", 94 pounds.
Little fifth grader from Eastvale, California.
Brittany Curry chiming in on Facebook already. Thank you very much. Spread the word. Make sure all the grandparents all over the world were being broadcast. I don't care where grandma is. She can watch. Here's the 1-0. Just misses down and in. Good velo from the young Texan on the hill, Jim Delaney.
No comment.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hit your spots, change speeds.
Good pitch right there for 2-1. Logan Frazier awaits the 2-1 pitch. Just getting going here in Miami. Fastball at the letters and good swing on that one, but fouled straight back. Our last day here, getaway doubleheader day. Second game will be 13 and under at 1 o'clock today. There's the pitch and fouled meekly down the third base line. Nice play by the third base coach. And he is warm. So he makes a strong throw back to the pitcher. Stream Live Tampa, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Like, retweet, share us. Here's the 2-2. Strike three. At the letters, that's our strike zone right there for 2 outs now.
That third base coach, Mikey, would be head coach Billy Colomay. He is the reason why Stream Live Tampa is here in Miami, as he contacted me over the summer about getting hooked up with Brian Domenico in Power Showcase. So we want to thank Billy.
Absolutely.
100% for thanking us Stream Live Tampa this summer. Well, I know you were able to work the event at Tropicana Field in St. Pete in August, and it brought us here, down here to Miami in LoanDepot Park, home of the Miami Marlins.
Fantastic. Joseph Jensen now, 5'7", 160, Swift Creek Middle School.
Monticello, Florida.
Monticello, up Tallahassee way. Used to drive out to Monticello to go to the dog track.
Another participant in the 12U portion of the home run derby yesterday. in the finals.
Slider on the outside corner.
1, 2,
Strike
3.
Striking out the side for the Blue Hens. So after 1-0, Green Machine over the Blue Hens. Blue Hens coming up at the top of the second. We'll be right back after this.
We're back here on Stream Live Tampa as we go to the second inning. The first inning was quick, Mikey. Pitcher was throwing strikes, not overthrowing, getting some strikeouts, getting some pop-ups. And just take a look at the second baseman right here.
Oh, you got to love it. It's Jose Altuve Jr.
Tiny mite. As I said, not to overthrow. It's exactly what he did right there.
So Rothbard on the mound for the Green Machine, facing A.J. Buckingham, 5'4", 110. Lindsey Buckingham.
Don't call me Lindsey.
From Alto Middle School. And a 1-0 count. Ball fouled straight back. I was telling Jim Delaney in the break that first inning bodes well for what we may see here. A lot of strikes and guys swinging the bat. It's always more exciting. I tell them all the time, I'll call 2 95-year-old guys playing ping pong at a rec center if they're good at it. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Competition is a way of life. Whether you're competing with yourself or on a baseball team, competition will teach you life lessons that you will remember forever. 1 ball and 2 strikes still from Rothbard to A.J. Buckingham out of Texas. Ball hit deep to left field. Left fielder seems to have a bead on it and makes the play. Fine job by the left fielder right there. I'm inviting everyone to make sure you share this on Facebook and retweet on Twitter. If you have family members that have to work today, which is absolutely ridiculous, they can watch it on their phone right from work, right now. They're not getting anything done anyway at work. Here's Grayson Hill. Jackson Roosevelt Elementary, 5'3", 120, class of 29. Rothbard looks in for the 1-0. Fouled straight back, 1-1. Josiah Ortiz chiming in. Bridget Hackett. Rusty Harrison, Chris Woolley.
The count now goes 2-1.
Tazar Badar, thank you guys on Facebook.
Grayson Hill. Yeah, and on YouTube, we've got MLV Racing, Josiah Ortiz. Yes, umpire does have a big strike zone. We were warned of that before the game.
Ground ball to shortstop. Fielded nicely in the running throw. Right to Mikey Paris in the broadcast booth. Just got away from the shortstop after he gloved it nicely. Just off base for an error to start the top of the second.
Now batting representing Georgia, Carter Stark.
This is the first baseman, Connor Stark. 5'11", 162. Class of 27, and he's 5'11". I'm 5'11" if I stand on a milk crate. And I'm 52. Carter Stark out of Georgia. We've got a pretty good contingent right now on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, so you guys let us know when a ball goes into the field after they make a play. If you let us know exactly who it is, because the numbers on the back of these jerseys are impossible to read for an old man like me.
Especially when there are no numbers.
And there's no numbers, just the state.
And the names just depends on where they're at. The red on the green, not real easy. The red with the outline white.
I've got Carter
They're
Stark
just not
because he
big
was
enough.
playing first base.
Exactly.
Right in front of me. Swing and a miss as Carter Stark could not catch up to that fastball.
From Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta. So 2-2 now with one out and the runner on first on the air. Ball goes to the backstop. He will move up to second base. As I say that, I'm trying to read the name of the first baseman for the Green Machine, and because the way they are printed makes it tough. So any help is appreciated for the defensive sets. We've got the lineups, and they pop right up on the big screens, as you can see, with Javier Nunez showing you 6 different camera angles from Stream Live Tampa. Here's the 3-2. That ball is drilled down the right field line, and it will stay in the corner and go to the wall. 335 sign. Carter Stark will get his morning cardio as well with a stand-up triple and an RBI. So the Blue Hens jumping out to a 2-0 lead early here at the 14th World Power Showcase. Christopher Coy is the second member of the all-hair team this morning. 5 foot 175. Christopher Coy would be Kirby Puckett's favorite player. Rothbard, first pitch strike. Infield will play halfway back, just probably allow the run for the out. 0-2 now.
At the Huey Lewis Heart and Soul Academy up in Anderson, Indiana.
Dun, 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 dun. Swing and a miss, and down goes young Christopher Coy for the second out of the inning.
Should be Ivan Farmer.
Ivan Farner, 5'1", 140, Legends Academy.
In Rialto, California.
Nice. Ground ball to the shortstop. Deep in the hole, takes his time.
There you go.
And makes the play. Nice job right there by the shortstop, make it up for the earlier error. So after 1.5, 2-0 for the Green Machine, 2-0 for the Blue Hens over the Green Machine. We'll be right back after this. Mikey Paris back for Stream Live Tampa. So we're back here for the bottom of the second with Andrew Alvarez from EM Speed and Power Academy leading off for the Green Machine. Ball pulled down the third base line, just foul. So 2-0 early. As the big pitcher from Texas looks in. Raylan Jackson.
Andrew Alvarez from EM Speed and Power Academy in Fontana, California.
Taking a trip from coast to coast.
Plenty of Californians and Texans.
It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Keeps it in front.
You still have time on this big field, and that
makes the play.
Stretch of a first baseman and start.
It is very important at this league if you have a big, tall first baseman that can save a throw from an infielder, get a lot more outs. So Alvarez grounds out to short. That'll bring C.J. Lovelace to the plate. 5'6", 164, first baseman. Visual and Performing Arts. Middle school, class of 28. Out of Arizona. That's why I went Vance, Jim Delaney, because that came to mind as well. No balls and a strike now from Big Jackson. Fastball right in there. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Misses down and away. Lovelace able to check his swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Jonesboro, Arkansas for C.J. Lovelace in a 1-2 count. Here on the bottom of the second.
Off Big Papa.
Big Papa Jackson. I'm a sucker for great nicknames, so if we don't have them down, I'm a big fan of Texas. Don't let that fool you. Been to Houston many a times. Big Papa Jackson looks in, the big Texan. Three and 2, the walk now to Lovelace. So after an 0-2 count, he loses them. And C.J. Lovelace strolls down to first.
Now batting, representing Utah, Christopherson.
Ah, I thought you were saying that's his nickname. Oh, that's Rothbard. Bear with us, folks. We're never seen these kids play, and we can't read the names on the back of the jerseys. Jet Christopherson.
Rubber ducky.
Member of the all-name team immediately. Our second Jet of the tournament. Jet Jones on Monday. Runner goes. The throw down and just in before the tag. Nice throw by the catcher.
Jets all the way from Highland, Utah. There were about a handful of players from Utah in the older age groups earlier in the week.
So Jackson to the plate.
Maybe not.
Steps off, checks the runner. Jet Christopherson, 5'5", 120. Check swing, holds up. Ridgeline Elementary, class of 28. I think I'll put Jet Christopherson on the all-hair team, and he doesn't even have long hair. That is a nice do. Snap throw, ball gets into center field, and Lovelace will advance to third.
It's a good piece of coaching by Billy Colomay right there. On this field, in this situation, easily could have sent that kid because he was going to score in a bigger field. But what are you trying to accomplish here?
Hold him up and give Mr. Christopherson an RBI opportunity.
That and teach the kid, hey, in a normal situation, you're not going to be going there. You're going to advance to third and stay.
Fastball misses low and away. Texas Jackson here in the bottom of the second inning.
You got a big smile from the kid from Indiana here, the catcher. I think his last name's Cap or Coy. I'll call him Thor.
I like it. Ball misses low and away. 3 balls and a strike now with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. As the Blue Hens take on the Green Machine. I'm a nickname guy, folks. It helps me to keep things straight with our rosters.
If you've coached anything in your life, you go off last names initially.
And numbers.
Numbers and nicknames that they earn.
Absolutely. Strike 2, so full count now. The runner still at third. The payoff pitch from Jackson. Right under the hands for strike 3. 2 outs now with Lovelace begging to get another 90 feet. Grady Cairns now for the Green Machine.
There's a lot of Grady fans on YouTube.
Eversole Middle School, another Ohioan that'll make Jim happy.
Yes, sir. That's OH. They're from Dublin, side of the original Wendy's, right outside Columbus.
Wendy's breakfast, not too shabby. First pitch swinging for strike 1 is Grady Cairns. Foul
Heads up, coming at
directly
you. Bouncing up. There it is, Mikey. Nope, out. Hey, comes right by us.
Jim Delaney picking up a foul ball. The only person that has been struck so far is the lovely Nancy Soto, the wife of Caviar Nunez. Took one off the keister. Strike 3 right there. That'll end the inning. So after 2 complete, 2-0, we'll be right back.
Right.
Leading off for the National League, representing West Virginia, Ryder Gillespie.
As we now move to the third inning here at LoanDepot Park in Miami, home of the Miami Marlins, watching World Power Showcase. This is the rookie division, basically 12U age group. And a morning game here on the last day in Miami for Stream Live Tampa.
Getaway day.
Yep, leading off is Ryder Gillespie, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, from Wheeling, West Virginia. birthplace of George Brett.
What a hitter. Charlie Rothbard on the mound for the Green Machine from Maryland.
And David Velez, I agree. None better than Billy. And he had some notes written for his players on the board in the dugout that I took a picture of that I'll probably post on social media later, as there's a strike 3 called on a young man from West Virginia. From now it's Big Papa up there for the Green Machine. And I'll talk about those comments later in the game.
Now batting representing Texas, Derrick Gonzalez.
Derrick Gonzalez from Roma, Texas. Swing with the first pitch, fouls it back into the empty blue stands. Empty for a reason here. I mean, we're not going to get a bunch of people coming to this outside of friends and family. Kind of looks like a Rays home game, though, up in Tampa.
Easy.
Not for much longer, Mikey.
That's happening.
If we think, and our intuition is correct, we think a new stadium is in the works.
Wander Franco would not have signed for 12 years if that was not happening.
On the correct side of the bay. But back down here in South Florida and Miami.
Derrick Gonzalez, 4'10", 126.
Rothbard to one of the zillion Texans on the Blue Hens team. We're just calling them the Blue Hens, just having a little fun with the color of the jersey since there's no numbers, no team names.
They're assigned AL and NL, but nothing on the jersey that does that, so to help us keep straight, foul back right over
coming
our
at you,
head.
little over, bounce back. Gone. 2-2 on Derrick Gonzalez. This will be the last inning of work for Charlie Rothbard. Just like the other games, each team is going 4 pitchers, 3 innings each to get to the 12-inning max. And a little bit high, didn't bend his back on that one. Rothbard gets that count, goes to full. Young Derrick Gonzalez.
The bay windows are open and the fluffy white clouds can be seen from the ballpark as the ball is hit to right field. I believe that's Lovelace out there right now
I believe so.
for the second out of the inning.
So bring up, this should be Caleb Brown.
Now batting representing Virginia, Caleb Brown.
From Springfield, Virginia, Nativity Catholic School. Sends that first pitch deep to deep right.
Lovelace
Gets
will
over
not get
Lovelace.
that one.
Song's hat.
It'll be a stand-up double for Caleb Brown. Nativity Catholic School. Didn't even get to tell you he's 5'6", 145 before he doubled right field.
Hey, you put a charge into that one. Good job, but the Green Machine
Here's
did
my
a great
guy.
job on the double cut.
Here's my guy, Jim Delaney. Parker, Pistol, Petty.
Gotta say all 3, all game long.
Triple P. So that will be known in the big leagues.
Parker, Pistol, Petty.
Go ahead and get that now.
From Lufkin, Texas.
Love it. Pistol with a Y. That's a clothing line if I've ever seen one. So Rothbard now trying to finish up his 3rd inning unscathed, but with 2 outs and a runner at second. Parker, Pistol, Petty wants to push one across for the Blue Hens. Here's the 1-2. Misses outside. 2-2 now.
And yes, we are close to the airport.
Close to the airport, especially at our hotel. Swing and a miss. the third out. So Charlie Rothbard does a fine job for the Green Machine in his 3 innings of work. After 2 complete, 2-0 for the Blue Hens. We'll be right back with the top of the third right for this. So back to the hill for his 3rd and final inning of work for who I now know as Rylan Kong Jackson on the hill for the Blue Hens out of Texas. When you think of Texas and a big right-hander, you can't help but think of Roger Clemens.
Oof.
No balls and a strike. For Parker Burlson, we got our first Tennessean. West Collierville Middle School, class of 28.
Tennessee.
Parker Burlson, 5'1", 130. So we are in the bottom of the 3rd at the 14th World Power Showcase, 12 and under game this morning. To the plate. Bounces one up. And the umpire got nimble right there, Jim.
Jack B. Nimble.
He jumped right out of the way. He took one off the leg in the first inning.
He's not taking another one again.
Here's the pitch. Ball fouled straight back. Rylan Kong Jackson. Love it. Two nothing early. Parker Burlson awaits the 2-2. That ball is going to be served into right field for a base hit. See if the right fielder can circle it and keep it to a single, and he does. Fine job circling the ball there by the right fielder from North Carolina, I believe.
Now batting representing California, Ryan Kelly.
Ryan Kelly from Sitting Bull Academy in Apple Valley, California.
Interesting.
Throw over to one.
For California.
You think Sitting Bull might be up in South Dakota?
Exactly.
A little lefty here.
So, man on first with nobody out. Green Machine. Ball goes back to the backstop, so Tennessee sneaks into second. Coach just implored Kong Jackson, just don't worry about the runner. Just go to the plate, throw some strikes. Did he check his swing? He did.
Marlena and Michaela, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ortiz, David Velez. We'll make sure we give those young men from Riverview a shout out when they get to the plate, as they are local products, since Stream Live Tampa is based out of East Hillsborough County, around Leonard High School, Sumner High School, Durant High School,
Brandon High School,
Bloomingdale High School,
don't forget my alma mater,
Gaither High School,
Mary Kelly, rooting on Derrick, rooting on Eric Kelly. This is Ryan Kelly. Ball 4 now.
Serves up a walk. Makes it now first and second. Nobody out here. Ooh, we got a little mound visit.
I think this might be the first one we've seen.
A little artificial mound visit.
Again, we'll just let you know if they do start playing music here at LoanDepot Park, we'll have to turn our sound off for copyright reasons. But as soon as the music stops, we'll be right back giving you the amazing commentary that you're listening to now. Sitting Bull Academy, 5'3", 150 for Ryan Kelly. So we have a break in the action, and the umpire limping gingerly out to the mound to break it up.
Yeah.
He took a good one that was not on a shin guard, I believe.
They got to get him checked, I think, in between innings.
Whoever's supposed to be in the bucket for the next game says, we'll put the other guy back there if we have to make a switch.
We got a 3-man crew here.
4 hours
for
of
the
baseball.
umpires.
So respect to the umpires. Here's the pitch from Kong Jackson.
To the other pitcher, still on record, even though he's going to be done for the day. Charlie Rothbard. From Rockville, Maryland.
Just finished up his 3 innings of work as Jackson tries to do the same.
Now batting Charlie Rothbard, representing Maryland.
So pitcher versus pitcher.
Like watching head coach Joey Jara from the Blue Hens that we have named, standing just outside the dugout. I mean, you have to remember, these are 12U age group players still learning the game. Everybody's always still learning the game and developing, but this is the true part where, hey, you can start seeing athleticism coming out in kids. They start learning the game more and knowing the game on their own.
Good pitch.
But you're seeing a little more on-field coaching, which is good to see.
Absolutely. It's where you start picking up the little things and putting them into play.
And then you start figuring out, I remembered this one time. And as you get older, each player progresses at different levels. So from a coaching perspective, as both runners are going, and they're going to throw to 2 and get the runner. Good play by the second baseman. Probably would have helped if the runner slid, but I don't think he thought the throw was going to come to him.
I have not gotten to say this all week, Jim. Strike them out, throw them out. Absolutely love it. Great throw by the catcher right there. Throwing to the behind the runner as well. Not going to third, going to second for a double play. Chance Baston now trying to get the RBI for the Blue Hens with 2 outs. Chance Baston, Indian Trails Middle School here in Florida. 5'7", 164.
Winter Springs, Florida, to be exact, Mikey.
Winter Springs.
Chance.
Here's the 1-0 from Kong. Fouled into the seats down the right field line to even the count. Julie Miranda chiming in. Monse Gomez. Samantha Balderas again. Heather Kaufman, thank you guys very much. Make sure all family members know that it can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Stream Live Tampa, like it, share it. Swing and a miss on a big fastball there. Could not be caught up to by Basden.
And it's the next pitcher for the Green Machine, Dominic Driscoll, coming back with his bullpen catcher. his bullpen session. He'll be going into the next inning for the Green Machine.
Absolutely. Ball goes to the backstop. They've not been ready. We're going to have a rundown action now.
Oh, boy. That came back perfectly.
The same.
Good little rundown. Hey, fundamentally sound right there. Not easy to do, like we said earlier this week. These kids have not played much together at all before they got here.
And they have definitely not played on this field, knowing that the ball is going to bounce directly back from home plate right to the catcher. We saw it the last 2 days.
That was well done.
Absolutely. So 2-0 now. 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. 0 runs on 1 hit and 1 error. Dominic Driscoll heading to the plate. We'll be right back after this. So fresh off, finishing up his 3 innings on the hill, here's Kong Jackson to the plate to face Dominic Driscoll from Massachusetts. From Crosby Middle School, 5'6", 169 for Kong Jackson out of Texas.
What a funny little arm action here from Driscoll. We'll just see if that was a misfire.
Go from the windup. That ball is drilled towards the city of Miami and will bounce up against the wall for Kong Jackson. He's going to go for third, Jim Delaney, and stand up easily for a leadoff triple in the top of the 4th.
And that was a true bomb, no matter what age group.
I don't care what field you're playing on. That's at least a double.
And I can tell you, watching Coach Colomé before the at-bat, he was doing the universal sign of going behind your head to his outfield. He moved back, back, back. Probably couldn't play far enough back.
Kong Jackson standing calmly at third base says, "Feed me more."
That left fielder.
Fantastic.
That left fielder is almost in downtown Miami. He's way back there.
Luke Peters now look for a ground ball. The shortstop makes a nice play, loses the
Give
sunglasses.
up a run for an out.
But we'll take that all day long. So on the strength of a leadoff triple by Kong Jackson, another run across for the Blue Hens. But a fine play by the shortstop right there. Calmly fielded it. Even with his sunglasses falling in his way, the Californian made the throw across for the first out of the inning.
Gonzalez.
Kong coming in the dugout. Ezra Gonzalez now for the Blue Hens, a lefty. For the Rattlers, 5'3", 130. Dominic Driscoll trying to settle in after the leadoff triple. Got a nice little ground ball, fielded nicely by the shortstop again for the first out. 1-1 now to Ezra Gonzalez.
Rio Grande City, Texas.
Misses outside, 2-1. Rio Grande, not Macho Grande, where our man from Airplane flew over.
Do I dare say, is anyone better than Ezra Gonzalez?
I love it. I didn't even think of that, Jim
A little
Delaney.
BTE from the mid-90s.
Better than Ezra. That's out of nowhere.
I'll be here all week. Try the deal.
3 balls and a strike now to Ezra Gonzalez. That's Dominic Driscoll looking for out number 2. Right in there to even the count. Three-two pitch coming.
Thank you, Bob Valdez, for the shout out on the job that we're doing here today. Not only this game, but this is our last day here. We did 2 games yesterday, one on Monday with the older age groups. These are the younger guys today. With the 12Us and the 13Us will go this afternoon. So thank you, sir.
We do appreciate it. We absolutely love doing this. No place I'd rather be on Thanksgiving week on a Wednesday, calling baseball from a major league park for Stream Live Tampa. Johnny Federick, Our Lady of the Lake Middle School, class of 2030, 4'8", 80 pounds. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. If we see a double play today, Jim, I'm going to break and go bananas. I'd love to see it. Ball misses up. We did see a strike him out, throw him out in this 12 and under, which I did not see with the older kids the first 2 days. So Driscoll looks in from the stretch. Just inside for Derrick on a nice check swing. A good take to make it 2-1.
Federick from Euclid, Ohio. From town of former Minnesota Viking running back Robert Smith.
Robert Smith, maybe the smartest man to ever play professional football. And he got out early.
Got out early.
That's how smart he was. And he was a great player, too.
Mm-hmm. Also a former Ohio State Buckeye.
Yeah. I think he was a track athlete.
Yes, he was.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Right up on the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake Middle School.
There you go.
Their logo has to have the big sword in it. Runner goes. Ball misses inside. Runner just gets in on a bang-bang play at second. Shortstop thought they had him. Second base umpire says in safely. So now with a 3-2 count to the 4'8", 80-pound Johnny Federick has an RBI opportunity. And the pitch. This is down.
There you go. It's ball 4. Don't look for the call. There you go, kid.
Fantastic. Federick excited that he is on first base in a major league park on a Wednesday morning. And I'm excited to call
the youngest kid out here, I believe. If I look at his
class
grade.
of 2030.
Don't even do that.
I'm doing
Clown.
it. Listen, whether he plays baseball or not, he's
a fourth grader.
He still wants to graduate in 2030. We have Korean contingent yesterday, Russians, Netherlands, Belize, Dominicans. We saw Vladimir Guerrero the third. We're not sure
Yes.
if it's
it's another son of Vlad Senior.
From Senior, okay.
Yep.
It was fantastic. And I'm leaving out, and the Koreans, there's kids from all over the place the last 2 days. So the pronunciation of names today is going to be a piece of cake. But we'll still find one or two that we can butcher. Promise you that. Braden Cap now to the plate. 5 foot 125, Lincoln Charter School, North Carolina.
Iron Station, North Carolina.
Iron Station.
Braden Cap. Now, me being a high school teacher, this is the new slang now is for lie is it's cap.
I've heard
it's
that.
It's cap, meaning it's a lie. And I'm like, man, this kid, is that everywhere they're saying that, or is it just in Florida?
I don't know where I heard that.
It's cap.
I was on sports radio the other day. The guy was asking, what the heck does that mean? And he explained it. That's the only reason I know, Jim.
Did he explain the origin of it? And how slang comes about?
I think he did. Oh, it's I think it was because they say it's all caps, which is for BS.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I think it is.
I also heard something, it could be taking a cap off the truth.
Okay, I like that
I have
too.
no idea. Nobody really knew. I was asking the kids, like, what do you say cap for?
Listen, I still say groovy, Jim.
That's heavy.
And I don't know where that came from, but hey, we say it. Everything progresses.
Of course, yeah.
You can't be upset about it. You just
Not
got to
at
go
all.
with it.
I was just really curious, like, where's that coming from? Is it a pulp culture, music, movies?
Check swing. One of my comedy bits is everything progresses. You just have to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
That if old people didn't like new things, we wouldn't have rock and roll.
That's right.
Because that was going to end the world. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Braden Cap. Oh, this is the end of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
This will confuse us every time. There's 2 outs now. Braden Cap gets to hit twice in a row as they snake the lineup like your fantasy football draft. So Cap struck out, but he can go 1 for 2 in this inning and possibly get an RBI right now.
Billy was on it, reminding his defense.
In their
It's a little bit
first drive.
different part.
And the pitch count will come into play. So regardless of what happens here, it will be the last batter of the inning. And then I'm going to turn it over to Jim Delaney for an inning as I go to the little broadcaster's room.
You sure it's only for an inning?
You never know. Third baseman comes in and makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. So we will go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 for the Blue Hens. We'll be right back after this.
All right, back here on Stream Live Tampa, Jim Delaney, live from LoanDepot Park in Miami, Florida, home of the Miami Marlins. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-0 for the Blue Hens. New pitcher in the game, Emery Flippo. First pitch fouled back from Somerville, Tennessee. He will pitch the fourth, fifth, and sixth innings here today. He's facing here in the bottom of the fourth, leading off Chance Baisden. Who remains at the plate as there was a rundown with the runner on third in the last inning on the wild pitch that ricocheted right back to the catcher. Baisden was at the plate, so he doesn't lose his at bat. Just starts with a fresh count and gets hit on the left side. So the young man from Winter Springs, Florida will take first base to lead off the fourth here. As we've called them the Green Machine, it's really only green on the back of their jerseys, but they are a multicolored uniform team, but we stuck with Green Machine like we used yesterday. And then the Navy Blue Hens. For all of you University of Delaware fans, fighting Blue Hens. And a throw over from Flippo is high. Goes down the right field foul line. Baisden will advance to second. And the Green Machine has a runner in scoring position early here in the fourth. Next up for the Blue Hens is Matthew Hergott from Henderson, Nevada. Odyssey Middle School. First pitch high from Flippo. Getting a lot of action on YouTube. I know Mikey, he's got his phone with him on his break here in the middle of the game. But he was looking up Facebook. A lot of good comments from everybody watching from around the country. Everybody's liking what we're doing. We appreciate all the comments. Please like, reshare, retweet, anything you can do as we continue to grow Stream Live Tampa in less than 2 years. And that ball gets away from the catcher Cap, and that'll get Baisden down to third, chugging down that 90-foot base path. But he is now the last 90 feet away from scoring the first run for the Green Machine. As new pitcher Emery Flippo has just a little bit of nerves probably, and that's okay, understandable. These are young kids playing in a major league park. On this Wishbone Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. So yeah, please like, share everything. We've grown this from doing just local high school baseball games when Javier Nunez started it with Leonard High School games in Ruskin to some high school basketball games. We've progressed it through even more high school sporting events in the Tampa Bay area to softball. We did some collegiate softball last summer, early in the pandemic, with the Florida Gulf Coast League. Did some junior college baseball earlier this spring. And a phone call from head coach Billy Colomay of the Green Machine today in this game has led to 2 appearances showing Power Showcase with Brian Domenico. And one first in Tampa in August and now here in Miami. As we continue to grow. So there's a called strike 3 on Hergott. And another great last name coming up here. AJ, I believe this is AJ Zimmerhanzel. Zimmerhanzel, tall middle schooler from the state of Texas. Comes up here to face Flippo with 1 out. And the potential first run of the ball game for the Green Machine down at third base. And Chance Baisden. So Flippo going from the stretch with a runner at third. 1-2 pitch is drilled hard at and over the left fielder by Zimmerhanzel. And chugging a little bit with those short strides for a 6-footer. Into second. He's going to keep going to third as the ball is overthrown. The first cutoff. Extra base hit for Zimmerhanzel and an RBI. Plates based in, and the Green Machine are on the board. And it is 3-1 now in favor of the Blue Hens. The next batter is Pau Esparza from Jurupa Valley, California. Takes first pitch in the dirt. Fouled off by Esparza. As you're watching 14th World Power Showcase this week on Stream Live Tampa, you're watching for free on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch are your 4 social media outlets. We are on day 3, the final day here in Miami. This is the first of 2 games, back-to-back games you'll see on Stream Live Tampa, and this is the 12U or rookies age group. That pitch on the outside corner will retire Esparza backwards K. 2 outs now. Coming up, Damien Hatter from Riverview, Florida. As we get a big fist pump from our technical director, our founder of Stream Live Tampa, sitting to the right of me, Javier Nunez. I live in Valrico. Mikey is a native of Brandon. And Javier lives in Riverview. So we're partial to all of these kids here, but everybody here is having a great time this week watching all these kids from around the country and around the world with the older age groups earlier this week.
One down. One down.
So Damien Hatter facing Flippo from Tennessee with 2 outs here. His Green Machine are down 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, representing Florida, Damien Hatter.
Okay, now we have a correction there on what happened. The previous batter, I apologize to Damien's family. No, this is Damien Hatter. The previous batter thought he was out and there was only 1 strike, so he came back up. So as I was marking the score sheet here, look back up. So Flippo's got 2 outs here. He's behind 3-0 on Damien Hatter. S 3-0 swinging. Hits a fly ball to center and caught. To be the 3rd out of this inning. But Green Machine does plate 1. And at the end of 4, it is 3-1. Blue Hens here on Stream Live Tampa.
Leading off for the National League team, representing Ohio, Johnny Federick.
Mikey Parrish back here for Stream Live Tampa in a 3-1 ball game. As Dominic Driscoll back to the hill for the Green Machine, facing Johnny Federick. Our Lady of the Lake Middle School, another class of 2030.
As they will start that snake back up the bottom of the lineup, bottom of the batting order, and they'll make their way back up. Should be for Derrick Gonzalez and Peters this inning, as we're now in the 5th.
2-0 now. Driscoll v. Federick. A.J. Buckingham on that catch in center field in the last inning. Thank you, Sean Smith. Again, if you're just joining the broadcast, if you're in the building, or if you're watching from home even, and you know a player that makes the play defensively, let us know on Facebook. And we can get it down. No uniform numbers, and the names on the back are tough to read, even with binoculars. Just the way they're printed. The uniforms are beautiful, and the kids get to keep them. And it has their home state on the uni. Here's the 2-1. 2-2. Member of our technical team, Yo-Yo Nunez, now in the building. Grab some lunch. And that's strike 3. Driscoll gets the first out.
Now batting, representing Texas, Ezra Gonzalez.
Better than Ezra Gonzalez, as Jim Delaney says. I hear some off-the-wall references from us, especially when we get later in the game. First pitch swinging and missing the off-speed pitch is Gonzalez. Driscoll, nice pitch to open the at-bat. Pitch in there for strike 2. As we've seen in the games previous over the last 2 days, pitchers come out, they got to find their feel, pitching off a temporary mound and in a new building. Seem to get in trouble a little early, but then settle in nicely, start fighting that strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Gonzalez. 5'3", 130, class of 27. There's the 1-2. Little off-speed pitch, fouled back. Gonzalez ruins the 1-2 offering, and he'll see another. Jim, back outside over here, the clouds are burning off nicely. Not so much out of our bay windows, but the moon is still high in the sky. It's a beautiful sight here at LoanDepot Park. The 2-2 now.
Nice try by the catcher.
Just missed it, tried to frame it. Almost a little flinch from the umpire as well, but the count will go full. The payoff pitch now from Driscoll. Did not get that one either. And that'll be a walk with 1 out. Driscoll did not miss by much, especially on that last one.
Now batting, representing Texas, Luke Peters.
Luke Peters now, St. Thomas Aquinas. 5'1", 103. Another Texan. That one misses inside.
You're welcome, William Franciscus. Like in our comic references.
Means you're probably as old as us.
There'll be plenty of more. A.J. Zimmerman will be pitching the 7th, 8th, and 9th from Pearland, Texas. Nephew of Doria Hart. We will be looking forward to the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Miss Hart. It was a big day when I was 12 years old to go to another ballpark that was in my town. Shortstop will field it deep in the hole. He's going to make the throw all the way across the diamond. Just doesn't get him. Fine play by the shortstop there. I thought he was just going to eat it. He made the throw across the diamond, but Luke Peters beats it out. So now it's first and second with one out.
Representing Texas, Trayvon Jackson.
And now Kong, who hit one earlier today that would have been a double in any ballpark, any park at all, including Yellowstone.
Like he hit one to Skull Island.
I love it. Jim Delaney referencing a reference of a nickname. Nice play by Frazier there, the shortstop. Thank you, Gary Mendoza. The flowing locks of the shortstop for Frazier. And that was a bang-bang play at first. He made it a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. That ball gets away. 2-0 now. Hitters count for Rylan Kong Jackson. 5'6", 169. Tripled earlier. Careful here, Mr. Driscoll. Ball is grounded to the shortstop. Again, we're going to go to second with a nice flip, and out there over to first. Does not get him. The ball stays in front, though. We almost saw that double play, but a run will score. Nice play in there by the shortstop. Got the solid out, second base. And if you're listening at home, that is a Coke, I promise. It's not a Mike Parrish beverage.
Now batting representing Texas, Parker Pistol Petty.
Here's our guy, Triple P. Parker Pistol Petty. Yo, look at that name. Gotta love it. First pitch in there for a strike from Driscoll with 2 outs now. Out in front. The off-speed pitch. So 0-2. Triple P looking to extend the inning with the runner at first, 2 outs in what is now a 4-1 ball game for the Blue Hens. Driscoll looks in, runner goes. Off speed. Kong will go in standing to second base. So it'll be a 1-2 pitch with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 5th. We're going 12 innings, folks. That's right in there for strike 3. That'll wrap up the inning. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, 4-1. Blue Hens over the Green Machine. Mikey Parrish and Jim Delaney for Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back after this. Back here, Stream Live Tampa. Finally happened in between innings in our precarious spot right behind first base. Took an overthrow right to the chest. But like any good ball player, you play through the pain, Jim Delaney.
Yes, sir. Took one right off the pack.
Luckily, I'm made out of iron. Cole Harris now at the plate, and he's facing Emery Flippo on the hill from Tennessee. North Carolinian Cole Harris. 2-2 now. Arundel Parrott Academy for Cole Harris. Here's the 2-2. Misses behind him. That'll load the count, 3-2. 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors for the Blue Hens. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error for the Green Machine. Check swing foul. So the old proverbial base hit ball 4 is what Cole Harris is looking for. 5'3", 135. Harris. Another good swing right there. Fouled straight back. So just a reminder to the broadcast team, in between innings, let's get behind the net.
Got to trust your hands.
I was almost, well, I was looking straight down. I was trying to get the next pitcher lined up, but I didn't even think. That was almost a trip to the emergency dentist on the day before Thanksgiving. That wouldn't have been a 12-hour day.
Yeah, good luck. I'm heading home.
Thanks. I'll be taking the Greyhound on Thanksgiving Day with John Candy.
That's it. It came out sideways.
Strike 3 right there. First out of the inning, Emery Flippo comes in and gets the first strikeout.
Now facing fellow pitcher Dominic Driscoll from Middleborough, Massachusetts.
Swing and a miss. And I'll go ahead and say it, Jim. I don't think I've busted this one out. Trying to help his own cause.
Here you go.
Dominic Driscoll. Here's the 0-1. This is upstairs, 1-1. Again, share that Twitter feed. Like the Facebook and share. YouTube. Talk to us if you're in the building. I've already had some help as far as the players in the field. It's just tough on us. There's no numbers and last names, and they change positions frequently in a showcase of this type. There's a ground ball to the shortstop.
Off the temporary mound.
Nicely done. Shortstop to first for the second out of the inning. And Mikey Paris did not take a ball in the chest.
David Velez, Mikey, giving a shout out from the Tampa Bay area. Go East Bay Chiefs. Head coach Cody Kraus, big
East Bay
supporter.
Indians.
Yeah. The little guys.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
Yep.
I dig it.
Head coach East Bay High School Cody Kraus. Big supporter of Stream Live Tampa. We've done a couple East Bay games in the past.
My brother started his high school coaching career at East Bay.
East Bay Chiefs is the local travel product out of East Bay Little League.
Here's Cooper Colomay. 0-2 already on Mr. Colomay, 5'1", 120, Rogers Middle School. Off-speed pitch, sick. That is just not nice by Emery Flippo on an 0-2 pitch to drop that in there like that, but that will end the inning. So we'll head to the top of the 6th. A 4-1 ball game. We'll be right back.
As we move to the 6th inning here at LoanDepot Park in Miami, home of the Miami Marlins, Stream Live Tampa showing 14th World Power Showcase. This is the rookies age group 12U. For most of you keeping score at home, last inning for the right-hander from Massachusetts, Dominic Driscoll. And leading off is Caleb Brown. One hopper that takes a big hop over the shortstop and will go into left center field for a leadoff.
That's a base hit.
Basically a base hit.
That's a bad hop base hit. Shortstop was there in plenty of time and ready, and it took a big bounce off the dirt.
When you have a sub 5-footer playing on an MLB park, those hops are going to happen.
Listen, that's a big bounce over my head as well. So I feel his pain. Derrick Gonzalez now. At Idea Middle School, 4'10", 126 from Texas.
Flew out to right field back in the 3rd.
Ball fisted straight up in the air. Driscoll will make the play and check the runner back. Fine job helping yourself out there for Dominic Driscoll on a ball that just got on the hands of Derrick Gonzalez for out number 1.
Now batting representing West Virginia, Ryder DeLess.
Ryder DeLesk to the plate from West Virginia. The Lansley School, 4'10", 80 pounds. Class of 27 with 1 out as Dominic Driscoll looks to finish up his 3 innings. Good pitch. Had DeLesk way out front. Four to 1 ball game. We're in the 6th of 12. The ball is lifted into left field down the corner. Will it be fair? It is. That sends Lovely scrambling back to get it. The runner will go to 3rd. It's dropped around a 2nd. They're going to go ahead and send the runner, and he will make it on a double by Ryder DeLesk. And he is pumped at second base, which gets me excited right here in the broadcast booth. Doubled down the line. Lovelace just had a little trouble with it, which allowed the run to score. 5-1 now for the Blue Hens.
Now batting representing California, Ivan Farmer.
Ball flied up now by Ivan Farmer to the center fielder. Makes the play. Runner could not advance. Center fielder from California ran that one down nicely.
Yeah, I was watching that double and the runner coming around 3rd to score. It's our only manned camera. The rest of them we have that are set up, spaced out here at the ballpark, including the traditional center field angle. But watching that manned camera in the 3rd base well down there, it's fantastic.
Ivan Farmer, 5'1", 140 from the Legends Academy. It's a catcher. Down 0-1, I believe. Here's the pitch. All fisted up towards the second baseman. Comes in nicely and makes the play. Squeezing with 2 hands, Jim Delaney, just like they teach you, for the 3rd out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th in a 5-1 ball game. Mikey Parrish, Jim Delaney, and Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back after this.
We come back here, bottom of the 6th, 5-1 lead for the Blue Hens. And Flippo is going to be in his last inning of relief. He's pitching the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
The Tennessean spent many a summer and many a Christmas in Savannah, Tennessee.
And Trey Adcock's first at bat of the game. Takes one and takes first base.
Hit by pitch.
And we get a chance to say where he was from Forest, Mississippi.
Forest Middle School, 5'10", 170 for Trey Adcox. We're looking forward to seeing his next at bat.
As we get down at the bottom of the lineup for the Green Machine before they start to snake back up here.
Prepare ourselves for the snake, where we'll have a batter hit twice in a row.
And we got Joey Lyons. Joey Lyons from Banning, California.
4'11", 87 pounds, class of 28. Elite Academy. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, slow roller. He will make the flip to second for the lead dog. Is out at second. Continual coaching, Jim. I love it.
A little too nonchalant getting that flip to second. You got to step into that and stay low like you're playing skee ball.
Just can always turn and throw it overhand from that distance. But a ball gets away, so the runner will now advance to second for the Green Machine. Emery Flippo trying to finish up his 3 innings of work with no damage here in the bottom of the 6th. Good fastball right there. Gavin Pilo fouled it straight back. North Carolina.
Kannapolis.
I
believe he has an older brother that was playing earlier in the week that we had a Pilo out here.
I do remember that name. Another fastball cannot be caught up to by Pilo. Makes it 1-2. Beautiful day in Miami for baseball. Fastball right down the pipe. 2 down now. Pilo goes down looking. Ball at the letters.
And he'll stay up there.
Pilo will get to hit again. Here it is. Might be the first time all week that I have not had a little bit of confusion about the back-to-back lineup. Fastball misses upstairs, 1-0. As the scoreboard operator also is right there with us. There he goes. There's a base hit right there by Pilo. Struck nicely into center field. Center fielder comes up, makes a great play, and gets it straight in, and hits the cutoff man to keep the runner at first. Fine job by the center fielder there. Runner from second base could not score on a base hit with 2 outs because the ball was struck so hard, number 1, and then the center fielder aggressively came in and made the play and got the ball in.
So we'll get a pinch runner for Lyons at third so he can come back up and start that snake at the bottom of the batting order going back up so he can get his at-bat, his second at-bat of this inning.
They took care of that one quickly. We saw some little delays at the end of the snake, but coach was ready for that one. Pinch runner, and now back to Lyons. Will it stay in? It will not. Fouled back behind the plate, just over the netting. Joey Lyons from the Elite Academy, 4'11", 87 pounds. And he'll await the 0-1 offering from Emery Flippo. Fastball fouled straight back. Good swing on that one. Good fastball at the belt. Silly Garcia, Vanaya Dalith Garcia, Bridget Hackett, and of course Doria Hart filling us in on Facebook. Thank you so much. Runner goes on indifference to second base. As the defense will hold its ground, looking to get the third out of the inning. Second and third now. The Green Machine looking for a 2-out RBI. Cannot be caught up to by Joey Lyons, so that'll do it for Flippo. A fine job to get out of a little bit of trouble right there. As we head to the top of the 7th, 5-1. We'll be right back after this.
As we come back here we're in the 7th inning. New pitcher for the Green Machine is A.J. Zimmerhanzel from the great state of Texas, Pearland, Texas. And this should be Carter Stark, who's the first baseman from Augusta, Georgia. Sends a liner just inside the foul line. It's fair. Goes into the right field corner. Right fielder has problems getting the ball. He's going to be held at second with a leadoff stand-up double.
C-ball, hit ball for
it.
Carter Stark.
Snuck it just inside the line down first. It was a great effort by the first baseman.
A.J.
Chance
Zimmerhanzel rudely welcomed to the game as that pitch was turned on by Carter Stark. A.J. Zimmerhanzel is a large man for a kid. And he looks in now for Grayson Hill.
He is a slide stepper.
Takes one off the pad for a hit by pitch. He does. Steps right down the temporary mound, coming downhill at you.
So first two batters get on here for the Blue Hens here in the top of the 7th as they have a 5-1 lead. New pitcher A.J. Zimmerhanzel.
Which is a fantastic Scrabble word,
yes,
Jim Delaney.
So far, no look to second. Get that one in for a called strike. And no chance of looking at two. Attempted bunt, fouled back.
I believe that is our first sacrifice bunt attempt since we've been at the showcase. Haven't even seen a bunt for a base hit.
It's all right, playing the game.
But
Especially at this
A.J.
level.
Buckingham is trying to get the runners over. I love it. Made a fine play in center field earlier in the game.
Battle of AJs here, Mikey.
I love it. A.J. versus A.J. here in the 7th.
That is coming at us. It's going to be a little short. We're going to get the bounce, though. Nope.
Right into the tunnel. As my senses are at a fever pitch after taking an overthrow in between innings right to the solar plexus. It was 6 inches from being done on Work City. Here's the 1-2.
Buckingham works at the 2-2. Battle of Texans here. Battle of AJs from Texas.
This is getting serious.
Better there. Ooh, that goes up and in. A little
did
different
not
stare.
like it.
A little stare down there. I don't think it was, obviously was not intentional, but I think Buckingham just has that little edge to him as a player.
Absolutely.
Nothing bad. No harm done. Just boys playing. A little visit from the catcher here.
Just a intensity glare for a fastball that buzzed the tower.
So we get runners. The lead runner advances the third on that wild pitch. So we runners at the corners now. His head coach Billy Colomay will come out, talk to the big right-hander. 5-1 Blue Hens. Top of the 7th here at LoanDepot Park. Stream live Tampa 14th World Power Showcase from Miami, Florida. First time we've been out of the Tampa Bay area, everybody. We want to thank Brian Domenico. Also, this gentleman walking off field, Billy Colomay, got this all started back in the summer. We've been down here in Miami since Sunday. Javier and his technical team, basically his family, have been down here since Saturday, doing the early rounds of some of the home run derbies.
Axel Yo-Yo and Nancy.
Back to action here, full count on Buckingham. Pulls it, gets a fly ball to left. Runner at third is going to attempt the tag, and he will tag. There's going to be a throw to the plate. Not in time, so run scores. It'll be now 6-1. Buckingham did his job. Doesn't look too thrilled. Know the game. You'll be all right. It's a productive out.
That's an RBI.
Boy,
Mr. Buckingham. So that makes it 6-1.
Now batting, representing Texas, Majeski.
See, the coach in me wants to walk down to the dugout and just pat him on the back and go,
Absolutely.
you did your job.
Quinn Majeski.
Trade a run for an out right there.
Left fielder pulled it in nicely. Made a pretty strong throw to the plate, just not in time.
Yeah, Quinn put on a pretty good display for the 12U age group at Home Run Derby yesterday. And
Running Bushy Middle School.
And good swings, too. No launch angle swings. Good level swings.
Left-handers always look prettier at the plate than
Yes,
right-handers.
they
That's
do.
just the way it is.
And the father of a left-handed hitting daughter.
You
I can
agree.
see it all the time.
Something about that left-handed swing.
He's got flat, fat head. He doesn't have hands pointed towards the catcher. Keeps his hands back. And speak of the devil, hits a bomb to right. That would be out in almost any park but Major League Parks. And there it goes. Right fielder, I thought, was running into the tunnel like Bo Jackson on Monday Night Football there.
We're going to see two guys score
And this is
back
going
to
to be
back.
try to be a 2-run inside the park home run, easily standing up for Quinn Majeski. Could not have timed that any better, Mikey, talking about the display he put on yesterday.
And the pretty left-handed swing.
Beautiful swing.
Now batting, representing Texas, Alex.
So that'll make it 8-1. Still with one out. As we'll see Zimmerhanzel try to settle in, just like we've said all week long. The first time out for pitchers. They just got to find their release point and get comfortable on the mound. We've seen it all week long. Trouble in the first inning that they pitch, and then they settle in. Let's see if Zimmerhanzel can do the same. Yes, he did. Cannot hold up on a high fastball for Alex McGilvera.
Another Texan.
Etoile ISD School, 5'2", 115, class of 26. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 out.
It's one of our on-field cameras here, or microphones right next to the dugout for the Blue Hens is picking up a lot of the talk. Stay with it. You got plenty. You had plenty of time. It just bounced away from him.
So, yeah, we're picking up some dugout chatter.
A little bit of high-pitched voices today with these youngins.
Here's the catcher now.
Now batting representing Texas, Cason Warner.
Cason Warner will be up with McGilva at first, and that's a pass ball.
Eight runs on 11 hits now for the Blue Hens.
Should be 1-0, now 2-0. Oh boy.
This will be the last batter of the inning. Last batter of the inning.
Showcase rules allow 4 runs an inning at max or 25 pitches for the pitcher. So this will be the last batter regardless of this inning.
Ooh, good attempt by the second baseman.
Great effort.
That ball will go into center field for an RBI single.
Young second baseman from California made a gallant effort, just couldn't backhand it up the middle, so that was a base hit. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th. 8-1, Blue Hens over the Green Machine. We'll be right back after this.
So we're going to the bottom of the 7th here. New pitcher Luke Peters for the Blue Hens from Dallas, Texas. He'll pitch the 7th, 8th, and 9th. He'll be the 3rd pitcher for the Blue Hens. And leading off here will be Trey Cox as the Green Machine make their bottom end of their batting orders snaking back up. And that's a hard hit ball up the gut. They're going to try to get him at one.
That's
for
how
an
hard that
8-3.
ball was
I know.
hit.
Cox
Fantastic.
beats it out. Leadoff single to start the bottom of the 7th as the Green Machine is down 9-1.
I said that when Trey Adcox, he first pitch hit him in his first at bat, and I was looking forward to his second at bat because you could just see if that young man can hit 5'10", 170, and he drills the first pitch right up the middle.
Another local product close to where Stream Live Tampa is based out of. In East Hillsborough County, little Cooper Colomé goes to Rogers Middle School in Riverview, Florida.
Runner goes, and he's going to have it easily. Brad Cox steals the base to go to second. Luke Peters, the Texan, trying to pitch around the leadoff single.
And Colomé lifts one just over the shortstop's head for a bloop single into center. Runner will advance to third, and the Green Machine have runners at the corners.
A.J. Buckingham get the ball in quick right there.
So one of the teachers from Rogers Middle School where Colomé goes, Patrick Horn, if you're watching or listening, good luck to you and head coach Jake Baer with your Durant High School boys basketball team. We'll be showing you guys quite a few times here in the coming months. That ball is tipped a little bit. Colomé is going to have to go back to first. The Green Machine trying to start something here in the bottom of the 7th, down 9-1. Dominic Driscoll at the plate.
Pitch misses low and away. Evens the count 1-1. Luke Peters looks in. That's on the inside corner. Runner is going. They throw through. Now they're going to have a chance at the plate, but they hold it up. Runner will score on the stolen base by Colomé. Adcox with a little limp as he goes in the dugout. We'll check on that. So Driscoll with the runner in scoring position. Just misses outside. Jim Delaney, what's for lunch today, Jim Delaney? What do you think?
Whatever they provide us, I have no idea. I ate a big breakfast this morning, so I can't think about food.
I'm already there. If it's a public sub, I'll be just as happy as I've been the last 2 days.
That's right.
Absolutely delicious.
Brian Domenico is taking care of us.
He does that.
Nathan Gonzalez, like we said at the beginning of this inning, in case you had missed it, this is Luke Peters pitching for the Blue Hens.
Out of Texas.
Young 7th grader from Dallas, Texas.
Hoping to go the 7th, 8th, and 9th. There's a walk, and again, can't say it enough, just like I said for Zimmerhanzel. And the kids come out to pitch at the beginning, and this happened in every age group all week long. Their first inning is always the roughest with walks and hit by pitches. And then they get comfortable and they settle in. So see if Peters can continue that trend.
Cole Harris comes to the plate from Farmville, North Carolina. Lefty will come up with runners at first and second, no outs. One run are already in for the Green Machine, down 9-2.
Nydia Flores, Kristen Simons, Bridget Hackett chiming in on Facebook. Thank you very much. As the fluffy stratocumulus clouds begin to burn out of the left field bay windows. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's Peters starting to find that release point. To Cole Harris. This is upstairs. Got down into the 40s back home last night, Jim Delaney.
Yes. It's been beautiful down here. Nice breeze last night, a little bit this morning. A little
Swing and a miss right
cooler
there.
air.
So there is Luke Peters starting to settle in. Got pictures of my dogs in their pajamas sent from Tampa to me last night.
Better you than me. So Damien Hatter from Riverview, Florida, going to get it straight the very first pitch here, as there was a mix-up with the batter before him last time. Seventh grader.
If this is not Damien Mad Hatter, it should be. Swinging a miss at a high fastball.
I'm sure he's one of Coach Colamay's players from the local area up in East Hillsborough County. Yeah, that's off 41 north before you get into Ruskin.
Third baseman will make the out to get the lead runner. Nicely done. So 2 outs now for Luke Peters, and as we've seen all week, he is settling in.
Representing California,
Pau Esparza.
4.7, 105. California. Peters misses upstairs. Now with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Ground ball here that could go to any base. And young Luke Peters can be out of the inning. Misses down.
Due to pitch count, this will be the last batter of the inning.
And as the local PA announcer was saying here, this due to the pitch count, 25 pitch count limit in each inning for the pitchers. This is the last batter for the green machine. Let's see if little Esparza can get it past the infield or generate something with ball in play and get 1, possibly 2 runs in here.
Beautiful
Good
curveball. Must have missed outside.
Don't want to throw too many of those at this age. Changing speeds. Name of the game at the 12U level.
That's a fastball right in there. Right down Broadway to even the count, 3-2. Throw a strike here, Luke Peters. And he does right there. Finishes up strong for his half of the inning. Heading to the 8th, Jim Delaney. We're moving right along, even though it's a 9-2 ball game. We'll see some great baseball. We'll be right back after this from Stream Live Tampa.
Leading off for the National League, representing Texas, Damien Hatter.
Another Texas v. Texas matchup right here off the bat. A.J. Zimmerhanzel and Daniel Badar.
Another great name.
Daaniyyal, Daniel. It's a new one on me. I love it.
From Houston, Texas.
In the dirt for a 1-1 count now. From Zimmerhanzel.
See if Zimmerhanzel can settle down here in his second of 3 innings of work for the Green Machine. Struggled a little bit finding his control in that first inning.
2-1 now. Strong fastball right there, 2-2. Nine to 2 now. Here's the 2-2. Off speed, just misses somewhere. Must have been outside. That'll load the count. Had him out front right there. Zimmerhanzel gets a strikeout for the first out of the inning.
It's good to see the young man battle back after that first inning that he had. He struggled a little bit. Get the first batter out on a strikeout, as you said, help his own cause.
Confidence
That's it.
leads to strikes. Jim Delaney.
Yes, it does.
Trayvon Jackson Jr. now for the Blue Hens.
First pitch swinging down to third. You got time, makes a good throw.
Nice job.
Very few pitches in this inning for Zimmerhanzel so far. 2 up, 2 down.
Nothing helps that confidence more than a 1 pitch at bat. And your defense helps you out.
And Jackson will bat again as they're at the top of the original batting order and will snake back down.
So Trayvon Jackson Jr. gets another shot back-to-back, being the leadoff hitter from Rio Vista Elementary, 4'11", 80 pounds, California.
Apple Valley, California.
Right in there by the Z-Man. One of my favorite wrestlers when I was younger, Tom Zink, the Z-Man.
Stays on top of that high fastball, gets it into short left field. Shortstop goes back and makes a catch. So a 1-2-3 for Zimmerhanzel to start the 8th. 9-2 Blue Hens here on Stream Live Tampa. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, Mikey. And pitcher A.J. Zimmerhanzel, after a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 8th, will lead off the bottom of the 8th for the Green Machine.
6 foot, 215 pounds.
It's a ball hard in the 5-6 hole. Great play by the shortstop, and the long throw gets him.
Backhanded and then thrown all the way across the diamond. Knew he had time with Zimmerhanzel running. The blonde shortstop from West Virginia made a fine play. That'll bring up Matthew Hergott, 5'5", 145, Odyssey Middle School from Nevada.
I believe that would be Ryder Delesk.
Ryder Delesk with a great backhanded play and throw all the way across the diamond to get the runner in plenty of time on a ball that was struck well by Zimmerhanzel.
Struck well by Zimmerhanzel.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sounds like that could be a rock and roll song. So with one out here, Luke Peters gets the ground ball. And now to face Hergott.
Matthew Hergott from the Silver State, Henderson, Nevada.
Luke Peters, after having a couple walks in his first innings, now settling in and filling up the zone.
It's way out in front of that one. Pitcher's going to have to take himself down the first base foul line. Makes the catch. The catcher did a pseudo split.
Seems like he's all right as he laughs at himself. And if you can do that all your life, young man, you will live a long, happy life.
Right.
Now batting representing Florida, Chance Basin.
Chance Basin was the first baseman last time he was on the field for the Green Machine.
Peters with a ground ball and a pop-up to himself. It's 2 quick outs. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Chance Basin now. Out in front, fouls it back. Ball and 1 strike. Indian Trails Middle School, class of 29 for the 5'7", 164-pound Chance Basin. Delay in the action here. We've got somebody backing up outside. Here's the pitch. Speed stays up. Again, 1 o'clock today for the 13 and under game. That'll go from 1 to 5 o'clock on our getaway day doubleheader for Stream Live Tampa. Fastball right in there. No doubter out of his hand for Luke Peters as he tries to finish up his 3rd inning. He may have one more, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Yes, he does. All right. Pitchers are going 3 innings apiece with the rules of 4-run max in an inning or 25 pitches. Just misses inside. So after getting out in front, Luke Peters loses a little bit of focus there and loses the hitter with 2 outs.
Now batting representing Maryland, Charlie Rothbard.
This was the starting pitcher for the Green Machine, Charlie Rothbard. Coming up now with 2 outs, runner at first. He struck out swinging. Back in the 3rd. That ball gets away. Basin will go down to 2nd. Runner at 2nd here, 2 outs. See what Charlie can do against Luke Peters.
Bounces in as the coach implores Peters to pitch to contact like he got the first 2 quick outs.
Best thing ever. Don't try to throw it by everybody. Just pitch to contact, let your defense play.
That's why there's 7 guys behind you.
Exactly.
Sometimes when you get those first 2 quick outs, you can think the next one's going to be easy. Then you find yourself in a little bit of trouble with 2 outs. That's all experience that these kids will learn as they continue to progress in their young baseball careers. 3-0 now. The 3-0. This is inside, so now with 2 outs, it'll be first and second.
Now batting, representing California, Ryan Kelly.
Ryan Kelly now from Sitting Bull Academy in California, class of 27, 5'3", 150, lefty. That ball is lifted into right field. That is trouble. It is fair. Goes down into the corner. As the merry-go-round is on, it looks like we will have first and third. A right fielder did a fine job getting that ball back in, holding Ryan Kelly to a single. An RBI for the Green Machine, and a runner advancing to third.
2-out rally here, just like you said. Get the first 2 easily. Never know what's going to happen. You kind of relax a little bit on that third batter.
Absolutely. So Parker Burlson, runner goes, fouled off.
Makes me think of former Boston Red Sox shortstop Rick Burlson.
Rick Burlson, a wizard with the leather.
Don't hold a runner at third. He ain't going anywhere.
There's our shortstop. Plenty of time.
Ball gets away, coming at us.
It's away from the first baseman.
So runner at third will score. Second will advance to third. Batter, now turned runner, Parker Burlson, will go to second. Second and third on the error. 1 run scores.
Representing Ohio, Brady Carey.
And now, after getting himself in trouble and then the defense making an error behind him, Luke Peters will try to get Grady Cairns.
Dublin, Ohio.
Dublin. The 0-1 pitch. Just misses low. But as they will learn many times in life, when things do not go your way, it's when you have to bear down the hardest to wrap it up. There's a good fastball right there by Peters. You can't get the next out if you're worried about what happened on the last play. Fisted towards second. And now he's out of the inning right there. So the Green Machine claw back in it to within 5. 9-4 now. The Blue Hens lead it. We'll be right back after this with the top of the 9th.
For the National League team representing Texas, Badar.
As we go to the 9th here in Miami, Mikey. Stream Live Tampa at the 14th World Power Showcase. This is the Rookies Division, the 12U age group. Between the teams that we have called the Green Machine, they're in the field. They're the home team. The visiting team, the Blue Hens, have a 9-5 lead. 9-4 lead, excuse me. Leading off here in the bottom of the, or top of the 9th, Darnival Badar. And last inning of work in relief, AJ Zimmerhanzel, who looks better and better each inning.
As we've seen all week long. 0-2 now for Big Z. Just misses outside. Badar waits the 0-2. That's down in the dirt. One and two. We implore you to like, share, retweet Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter for Stream Live Tampa, spreading the word. Here's the pitch. Out in front nicely, first out of the inning. Zimmerhanzel strikes out Badar.
Now batting representing Texas, Cason Warner.
Cason Warner from Huntington, Texas.
5'10", 180.
Will face the big Z, AJ Zimmerhanzel. Pretty sure Coach Billy Colomay had Zimmerhanzel, as well as all of his boys, in mind with the words of wisdom that he had posted in the dugout that I saw before the game. Went over, said hi to him, to see what his lineup was going to be, how he was going to snake it, the pitchers, things like that. First thing it said on there was, thank your parents. To all of these young men, these are mostly middle school students out here. And Zimmerhanzel being a 6-foot 7th grader. The next thing he had on there is they are the very early stages of even thinking about playing after high school. It's any of them that ever want to. He had on there, if scholarships were only for $1, as a base hit goes up the middle there by Warner. He chugs the first. Coach Colomay, his second comment he had written up there in the dugout was, if scholarships were only $1, what do you expect from college?
Love it.
Right? And the third one, and this is where I think he had Zimmerhanzel in mind, was play multiple sports to become athletes. In the middle school age, that is the time to do it, because middle school sports are usually 5 weeks, and you can play a bunch of them. And if baseball is your sport of choice, as most of these kids probably is, you can still do that at the middle school age groups.
The ground ball between first and
Just
second.
good hop by
right
Warner
field.
there to avoid that batted ball.
Skipped over it, jumping rope. I always say that too. Play multiple sports. The sport will tell you which one you should play the older you get.
Now batting representing Texas, Quinn Majeski.
Quinn Majeski now, first and second, with one out.
John Smoltz, former pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, when he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. The coach that he thanked the most at his youth through high school was his basketball coach. Taught him how to be competitive, how to compete, battle adversity. As that ball gets away from the catcher, runners advance to second and third as we get stared down by the catcher. Cap going, what are all these guys doing over here?
What did I do? I think he was just taking it in.
Yeah, oh, of course he was. It was funny. So Quinn Majeski hit that 2-run inside the park home run in his last at bat. In the 7th innings, we're here in the top of the 9th, 9-4 Blue Hens. And they have runners at second and third with one out here.
Zimmerhanzel trying to finish up his third inning of work, and I can't help but think if they had to bring a desk in for him at school. Why is that on my mind?
Sit at the table in the corner. The trapezoid table.
He's at the teacher's desk.
It's Majeski.
He's a large
You love
man.
it. Kids walk, runs down first. Good coaching, good parents.
Load the bases with 1 out, and we'll have a visit.
So head coach Colomé will come out. Visit with Zimmerhanzel.
We'll be right back after this.
Yep. So A.J. Buckingham, this will be his third at bat, I believe, against Zimmerhanzel.
Zimmerhanzel can go back to the windup now. The base is loaded, but he's going to stay in the stretch. Pitch fouled off down the left field line. 1-1. Buckingham awaits. It's a ground ball towards the shortstop. Fields nicely. He'll go to second and still get the play, get the out at second for the second out. Cannot turn two with the speed of A.J. Buckingham. So Zimmerhanzel is 1 out away from getting out of his third inning.
Now batting representing Texas, Grayson Hill.
Buckingham will get to second easily on indifference. First pitch is a fastball for a strike to Grayson Hill, our man from Jackson Roosevelt Elementary. 5'3", 120, class of 29. A third baseman from Texas. Here's the 1-1 to Grayson Hill. Grounds to the first baseman. Easily takes it, goes over and tags the bag for the out. So 2 down now. Young man from Arizona. Ate it up. Stepped on the bag for the second out. That moves Buckingham to third. For the left-hander from Georgia now. Stark, who has had a couple of balls right down the right field line, so they bring the right fielder over to within spitting distance of that line. And shade the center fielder way to right, as he has been pull all day long. There's a good pitch by Zimmerhanzel for a strike. Big Z trying to limit the damage here. 2 outs. That is a good pitch right out there. Must have missed outside. Carter Stark, 5'11", 162, with one of those left-handed swings. Misses down and in. 3-1 now. So this will be it for Zimmerhanzel. Here in the 9th to Carter Stark. And it'll be a walk, but we'll go ahead and switch it over. That'll make it 11-4. Now 11 runs, 15 hits, and 4 errors for the Blue Hens. 4 runs on 6 hits and 1 error for the Green Machine. We'll be right back with the bottom of the ninth.
As we're back here on Stream Live Tampa, going to the bottom of the ninth there, 11-4, Blue Hens lead. Luke Peters still on the bump for the blue team. This will be his last inning. He's pitching 7, 8, and 9. Leading off for the Green Machine is Jet Christopherson. I believe he will be the last pitcher coming up for the 10th, 11th, and 12th for the Green Machine, if my notes are correct. We'll see when we get to the 10th inning. Should be Christopherson, Lovelace, and Alvarez. First three batters here in the bottom of the ninth. Peters gets ahead quickly, 0-2 on Christopherson. This is the final day here in Miami. We're showing games here at LoanDepot Park, home of the Miami Marlins. That ball is fouled into the first base dugout. Still 0-2 on Christopherson. We'll have one more game coming up after this at roughly 1 p.m. Eastern time. That'll be the 13U age group. This right here is the 12U age group. This is a big field for 12U ball players to be playing on, but they're doing the best they can. The umpires are moving along. Both coaches are in agreement with certain situations, moving along, holding runners, not overloading the players at this age on a bigger field. Christopherson goes down swinging. It'll be C.J. Lovelace coming up. He was at first base last inning. We saw him, got a big smile from him. First pitch swing, a little number, and foul. Fouled off his foot. He'll walk that one off. Home plate umpire can relate with him because early in the first inning, he took one off the lower part of his leg, and he was limping for a few innings. C.J. Lovelace from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Facing Logan Peterson. We got a ball right at us, Covey. Heads up. Off the net and back. Covey didn't look around. Stayed focused on his gear. Lovelace just kind of flicks a bat out of that one, hits a line drive to center, and it is misplayed. And he did not stop running, kept going, and he's into second. There'll be an error on the center fielder, just kind of misplayed it. He went off his glove. A little lackadaisical, probably.
Representing California, Andrew Alvarez.
Next up, Andrew Alvarez from California. Fontana, California, to be precise. With Lovelace at second. First pitch swinging and a miss. So Alvarez down 0-1. Peters working fast. Fake back to second. Swinging a miss ball. Gets away from the catcher. Gets stuck right behind the shoes of the home plate umpire. Lovelace will advance to third. Payoff pitch. Right back up the middle. 0-2, not where you want to throw it. Alvarez makes him pay. It's a base hit up the middle, an RBI single, score Lovelace. Good piece of hitting right there by Alvarez. Next up now, the big kid from Florida. He has not hit since the first inning as we're snaking back up this long lineup for the Green Machine. It's Joseph Jensen. He was in the finals yesterday, I believe, of the 12U Home Run Derby from Monticello, Florida. And he's got one of his home run derby swings right there. And he's down 0-2. And Peters is working fast. Goes up high. Knows where to go on the big fella. Completely got him out of his rhythm in that at bat. Throw down to second. As Alvarez steals second. Easily. Peters back on the bump. Ready to go. First pitch. Caught strike in the outside corner, and Logan Frazier. Better be ready, young man. And guess what? Peters ready to go again. Outside corner gets that called low strike. 0-2. I no sooner write that down, mark it, look up, and he's back ready to go. Goes up high, gets away from the catcher, Coy. Well, that could be Cap. I think Coy's at first. And Coy is at first. Cap's behind the plate. They look like smaller versions of former professional wrestler Barry Windham. And gets called third strike on the outside corner. Quick work 3. 1 run in for the Green Machine. 3 Ks for Logan Peters in his final inning of work. We will head to the 10th inning here in Stream Live Tampa, 11-5 Blue Hens.
Mikey Parrish back for Stream Live Tampa. Now in the top of the 10th inning for the 12 and under 14th World Power Showcase. Got some interesting information, Jim, on the way in. In the first inning, the umpire, I thought he took one off the foot or off the thigh. And I said, where'd you catch it? He caught it in the cup.
There you go.
And that will make you limp. For those of you that don't know, I was a catcher in my younger days. Caught a good one that bounced right underneath my chest protector. And it'll make you drool like a newborn. So he's still feeling it from the first inning. That is a.
He didn't get a chance to stretch out his abs or anything.
That
That's
is
what
it.
you're supposed to do when you get hit there.
That is an injury,
And that's why
that
he
will
is,
linger.
He is.
We were
Not to quote the Cranberries.
lets it linger. We were wondering why the
Trainer didn't go.
trainer over here to go out and check on him, but
There's nothing
he
to
knew
do for
there's
that.
nothing you can do. So he looked me dead in the eye and said, "In the cup," and I said, "Oh, that explains everything." Christopher Coy now facing Jet Christopherson. A 2-2 count. Christopher Coy from Heart and Soul Academy. Our man Huey Lewis would be proud.
Don't forget the news.
And a swing and a miss. And the news makes the band. Saw a VH1 special on Huey Lewis and just lost his voice altogether for a few years. So one out now as Jet Christopherson comes in, firing strikes. Ball drilled
Good
backhanded
play by the first
nicely.
baseman.
by
Take
the
your time, take your
First
time.
baseman. Nice play right there from the young man from Nevada. Ian Farner drills it to first base. One pitch, one out for the second out of the game. Here's Ryder Delesk, who made a fine play at shortstop earlier in the day. Cam Yashara, Alto Boy. K. Don is watching. Thank you very much. This is Ryder Delesk. Misses upstairs. 2 outs here in the top of the 10th. We'll go 12 innings or till 12:30. 4-hour time limit. Seen some great baseball all day today from 12 and under on the big field. Off speed, stays upstairs. 4'10", 80 pounds for Ryder Delesk. And misses down, 2-2. 3-1, I apologize. So a cup shot to the umpire behind the dish in the first inning. Good pitch there from Jet Christopherson. That'll be our third Jet of the week, Jim Delaney. I dig it.
Wings fan.
Yeah. Ooh. That one misses just inside, so a 2-out walk for Delesk.
Representing Texas, Derrick Gonzalez.
As the late great Harry Carey used to say, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. The best things I've ever seen in my life, Bill Murray doing the lineups with Harry Carey at a Cubs game from the outfield. Absolute classic. Bill Murray going through, and they were playing the Expos.
I was going to say, when they're saying the other team, oh, he stinks.
Andres Galarraga, he's no good.
He's no good.
Things you remember from your youth.
That's right. Larry Walker, he stinks.
Harry Carey and Bill Murray drinking Budweisers in the right field stands for a Cub game.
No better. That's Americana at its finest right there.
Unbelievable.
Ball is hit into right field. He got behind it. Hit it really into no man's land in between the defense, but it lands foul. Kind of a defensive swing there. Gets himself another pitch in the at-bat for Derrick Gonzalez.
Nydia Flores rooting Derrick on. on our Facebook, as is Nelly Rangel. Some of these last names I can't catch all the way. I can't click on it, so first names only on Facebook if you have a long name. Like the pitcher, Jet Christopherson. Ball misses up. 1-2. 11-5 now. Here in the top of the 10th. Saw some balls really struck well early on in the game. Balls that went to the fence here in the big park. Two balls and two strikes with 2 outs now for Derrick Gonzalez. Class of 28, 4'10", 126. Runner goes. Ball is popped up. And the runner will have to retreat back to first. Oh, we have a minute. I want to implore everyone that may be traveling north today to get where you're going before 6 o'clock for Alligator Alley and I-75 North. So me and Jim Delaney can get home quickly.
Yeah.
There's a strike 3 right there. You don't need to be out on the road, but that'll finish the inning. 11-5. The Blue Hens over the Green Machine. We'll be right back from Stream Live Tampa right after this.
So we come back here, bottom of the 10th on Stream Live Tampa. Joel Vargas will lead off against new pitcher for the Blue Hens, Quinn Majeski, which is very typical at this age level. Probably the best hitter on the team. Had the inside the park home run earlier. This age level, they can play anywhere, and they usually are pitchers.
Pitcher, shortstop.
They're at a premium. That's it. And Vargas swings that one, pops that one up just off the netting. In between innings, we were looking at seeing who was coming up for the Green Machine and saw that the leadoff hitter in the original batting order, Joel Vargas, is up. Mikey immediately references the Bizarro episode in Seinfeld with
Vargas.
The Newman Bizarro Vargas.
The anti-Newman.
And I referenced the last name of the actor who played Huggy Bear in Starsky and Hutch. That's what we bring to you at Stream Live Tampa.
That's exactly right. You can't go wrong. 70s or a 90s and 2000s guy. We got you. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Vargas.
Perfect time for our trivia question that we forgot about. This is the leadoff hitter. We'll get to it after this play, see how it ends up. And
Nice
it's
job.
a 6-3, good play by the shortstop. Since Vargas was the leadoff hitter, hitter for the Green Machine, I gave you an indirect hint on the answer to this trivia question. What Major League Baseball player broke up the most no-hitters by doing so 81 times?
And luckily, Vargas will get to hit again.
He will hit again in the middle of the trivia question.
Perfect.
So we would love to have sponsors for our trivia questions in the future. If you want to sponsor an inning, a half, a quarter, no matter what sport we're doing, get in touch with us at Stream Live Tampa, and we will make sure that all of your information is part of our live stream. Again, today's trivia question for Game 1 on Getaway Day is what Major League Baseball player holds the all-time record for breaking up the most no-hitters with 81 times he did so. We'll get to that answer in the bottom of the 10th inning. Excuse me, or the top of the 11th it would be. Or if somebody chimes in on our social media outlets and answers that question as Vargas pops that one up into foul territory. Great jump by the first baseman, Stark, I believe Stark, yes.
Absolutely.
From Georgia to get that in foul territory for the second out.
Check the net, check the ball in the sky, check the net one more time, and then he was right where he needed to be. Logan Frazier now.
Logan Frazier has 2 at-bats, called out on strikes both times. He is eager to put something in play.
He was ready to swing right there, but misses out in front, 0-1. Quinn Majeski from Texas looks in from the stretch. Ball is fisted. Could be
tough
trouble.
play. Ooh, that ball was out. Good effort to make the play.
Absolutely.
And then a good effort to even try to show it because it snuck out, spun. He tried to show the base umpire who was right there to make the correct call as that ball's for an infield hit. Jensen has also struck out twice in the first and the 9th as the Green Machine is snaking back down their lineup. Two outs here in the bottom of the 10th, 11-5, Blue Hens. As we're approaching the end, not only inning-wise, time-wise, of game number 1 of the final day here at Power Showcase in Miami, Florida, the home of the Miami Marlins, as that ball gets away as Frazier steals second. The throw down gets away, gets into second, but Frazier will stay there at 2. Joseph Jensen, big power hitter from the state of Florida.
Swift Creek Middle School.
I believe these two right here, pitcher and batter, were the finalists in the 12U portion of the home run derby that was yesterday. Majeski is shaking off. Shaking off, shaking off. Like Nuke LaDouche, shaking off Crash Davis.
When you speak of me, speak well.
You believe me? You believe this? He's shaking me off.
Pulled way
right
foul,
on cue, too.
But
He hit that like he knew it was coming. He did know it was coming.
Told him.
He told him.
He almost hit the bull. Free steak.
He gets a free steak. Did you see that ball?
I cannot watch that movie enough.
All right, so back to 2021 and not 1988 as Majeski strikes out Jensen to end the 10th inning. And we'll go to the 11th and have your trivia answer in the top of the 11th on Stream Live Tampa. We're in the 11th inning. Mikey, just after 11:30 a.m. Eastern time here in Miami, as we're coming down the home stretch for the rookies game here at the Power Showcase in Miami, Florida, home of the Miami Marlins. And Jet Christopherson from Utah is in his second inning of work on the bump, facing Caleb Brown of Virginia.
Nativity Catholic School for Caleb Brown, class of 27, 5'6", 145. And this trivia question today I did not get. I had someone in mind that's the same type of player. Third baseman now on a ground ball.
Ooh.
Not in time.
You gotta run through that bag. You try to stop at that bag.
Infield hit for
It's
Caleb
an
Brown.
infield hit nonetheless for Caleb Brown. Now he's got a gear, so to speak. So the trivia question today was, what Major League Baseball player holds the... Hold on a second, we got a guy. Wow, we're just moving. There we go. He was still on the ground taking off his shin
Triple
pad.
P. We almost saw a play at first base where they tagged two runners out on first base, trying to get his equipment off.
I know. So again, we'll go back to the question. The question today was, as that ball is hit into center field, should have a beat on that, and he does for the first out of the inning.
Parker
From
Pistol
Parker
Petty
Pistol Petty
flies out.
was what Major League Baseball player holds the record for breaking up the most no-hitters in his career. He did so 81 times. He didn't do it conventionally in late innings. This gentleman led off with 81 times with a home run, breaking up a no-hitter, and that would be Ricky Henderson.
I went with Ichiro, thinking of leadoff hitters, but I didn't stop and think
Yeah, that's
about the amount of. I knew he holds the record for leadoff home runs, no doubt about that, but I just didn't put the two and two together with the breaking up a no-hitter at the same time.
Yeah, kind of a tricky question.
Hey,
We'll ask your question that you did in the second game.
I've got an even trickier
Yes.
one for the late game.
We were both thinking the same thing when we looked. We'll ask that question in game number 2 today.
You go tricky, I go a little trickier, Jim Delaney.
It's tricky.
And
They
rock
run
a rhyme.
DMC.
Gilberto Trevino popping out on Facebook. Thank you, sir. And this is one more time for Rylan Kong Jackson to the plate, who hit one to the 400-foot sign earlier today. Did some pitching early on. Now back at the plate here in the 11th. 2 balls and a strike. Quinn Majeski from Utah. promise you this, Kong Jackson will not get cheated at the plate.
He stays nice and compact.
He does, and that's where this power comes from. Gets the call on the outside corner. Runner will go. Not in time, not a bad throw from the catcher, but that'll make the count 2-2 on a ball that was on the outside of the outside corner for a strike. So we'll see what Quinn Majeski has to offer up here with a 2-2 count to the big hitting Kong Jackson. Goes curveball and freezes him, buckles the knees on a pitch that sometimes just isn't fair when you have 2 strikes and you're able to hit that curveball right in the outside corner, buckle the knees of Jackson for the second out. Sometimes, I don't care what kind of great hitter you are, you just get got. That's why baseball is fantastic.
Now batting representing Texas, Luke Peters.
Another young man that pitched earlier in the day, Luke Peters now. St. Thomas Aquinas with 2 outs and a runner on second as the Blue Hens try to add 1 more to their lead. Hoping for that 2-out RBI. There's a ball that's going to the right fielder. I think he's got a beat on it, and he does.
Good piece of hitting.
Absolutely. Tried to serve it into right field to get that RBI, but right to the right fielder for the 3rd out. We'll be right back after this on Stream Live Tampa. Mikey Paris back here. We're Stream Live Tampa at the 14th World Power Showcase from lovely Miami, Florida. LoanDepot Park, home of the Miami Marlins. Andrew Alvarez will step to the dish now here in the bottom of the 11th of an 11-5 ball game. Seen some great baseball all morning long. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Andrew Alvarez, EM Speed and Power Academy. Thank you, Mary Kelly. Thank you, Stars Tula. Chanel Lovelace, thank you very much. Saw Mr. Lovelace make a few good plays today. Gilberto Trevino. Thank you for watching on Facebook. We encourage everyone to like and share as we're approaching a record for shares on Facebook. So help us out and spread the word. Ball fouled straight back by Andrew Alvarez on a good fastball by the Texan on the hill. We do have one more game later today. If you're sticking around here in the park or watching from home, we have a 13 and under game starting at 1 o'clock. Here's the 1-2. Cannot hold up on that pitch right there by Alvarez. Swings at one up at the eyes for the first out of the inning.
Now batting is C.J. Lovelace, representing Arkansas.
Here is C.J. Lovelace. As we just saw, he's got a fan watching right now. Chanel Lovelace. So here's C.J. just in time. 5'6", 164, Arizona. Ball finally hits the equipment. It's going to be in play, but that'll be a base hit for C.J. Lovelace. I've been waiting for this to happen the whole day. The ball careens out into the right field. So Lovelace will end up at third standing. We have some equipment that takes the speed of the pitches, I believe, right in front of home plate. And that is the first ball to hit it. And they'll come out and check now. The equipment for the Power Showcase. Seems like it's okay. That ball was probably destined for center field unless the pitcher made a great play on it. So that's a base hit, and then 2 errors on the attempt to get him at first. So 1 out now, runner at third. Here's Jet Christopherson, who just did some pitching. And he did there, that's strike 1. Ridgeline Elementary for young Jet Christopherson. Off the equipment for a base hit. Like I said, I think C.J. Lovelace had that ball served into center field regardless. 11-5. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out now. In the 11th inning of 12 we will play, or till 12:30. And the pitch. That's right in there for strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wheelo Chris pumping up better than Ezra, number 21. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, what would you rather be doing than watching some baseball, especially kids that are having the time of their lives in a major league park, including this 52-year-old kid calling a baseball game from a major league park. Absolutely fantastic. 1-2 now to Christopherson. With 1 out as the pitcher from Texas checks on Lovelace at third. Gets the call in the outside corner as both teams were told that the strike zone was going to be maybe a little bit expanded just to get the bat swinging. There's a strike for the second out of the inning. Tough pitch on the outside corner. So with 2 outs and a runner at third, that one misses outside. From Virginia Beach, from Chanel Lovelace, rooting on CJ. He's had a fine game today. That one misses inside. Oh yeah, if you just happen to be joining us, if you could hit that share button on Facebook or retweet on Twitter. We're approaching a Stream Live Tampa record on shares, so we appreciate it. And the pitch. This is upstairs. 3-0 with 2 outs. This is Grady Cairns from Eversole Middle School, 5'5", 130, class of 28. Nice job by the catcher. Keeps the runner at third with 2 outs. We may be approaching a pitch count of 25 pitches, but he's going to get one more batter at least. And this will be Parker Burlson, catcher from Tennessee, which I spoke earlier of. Spent a lot of time in Savannah, Tennessee as a young man. Little bitty town in the western corner of Tennessee. They had a parade the day McDonald's came, Jim Delaney. That's how small this town was. And that is not a joke.
It's like Russia.
Hey, it was Sonic for a million years. We had to go to Sonic to eat. McDonald's came in. Ball gets away from the catcher, allowing C.J. Lovelace to scamper home from third to make it 11-6. Cindy Lavarna popping on to say go Parker for Parker Burlson. Thank you very much. We got some people that are right on time here in the 11th. That ball is grounded hard in between third and short for a base hit. They are going to send the runner. Here comes the throw. It will try to be cut. So that's an RBI single for Parker Burlson, and he'll take second on the throw. Nice job of hitting right there by Parker Burlson. That's where I used to live for base hits in my high school and Little League playing career. Hit the ball right between third and short or pop it back up the middle. And that ball was stroked into left field. So we'll have a pinch runner now for Burlson, because I'm guessing he will possibly get back up at the plate or to get his catcher gear on. So still with 2 outs. Majeski, I believe that's who's still out there. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, it is. All right, on the hill from Texas. Trying to finish up here in the 11th. And this is Ryan Kelly, big left-hander, 5'3", 150, from the Sitting Bull Academy. He's a third baseman, class of 27. As the Green Machine try to reel in the Blue Hens, who they've been chasing all day long. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Back within 4, 11-7, with 1 runner in scoring position. The pitch from Quinn. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. Green Machine have pushed 2 across to get back within 4. Here's the pitch. Good pitch on the outside corner for a strike. And Ryan Kelly will have to retrieve his stick.
It's a no-no.
And back in the box. Sometimes after ball 4, it's fun to make that bat flip, but you got to make sure it's ball 4. Jim Delaney.
No, thank
You do not make friends with umpires that way, that's for
No,
sure.
no. That's a no-no.
Good cut, and the catcher could not hold on. As Ryan Kelly says, if I get back in here, I'm going to try to get a hold of one. He was right on it. The catcher could not hold on. So we'll do the 3-2 again with 2 outs for Ryan Kelly. And that one is ball 4, as Ryan Kelly will make sure. And now he'll flip the bat and come down to first. But that's going to do it as far as the pitch count is concerned for that inning. But the Green Machine crawl back within 4. It's 11-7, and we'll head to the 12th. We'll be right back with Stream Live Tampa.
Back here in bottom of the 11th.
Approaching noon Eastern time here in Miami at the World Power Showcase, LoanDepot Park, home of the Miami Marlins. Here on Stream Live Tampa, you're watching for free on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. We got Jet Christopherson, second inning of relief in here, pitching to Ezra Gonzalez, who slices it down the left field line for a leadoff single. He'll just hold there at 1. Christopherson will pitch the 11th and finish it off in the 12th for the Green Machine as the Blue Hens and Federick.
The Ohioan.
Yes, sir. Will be up. He's from Euclid, Ohio, up by Cleveland.
Quick thanks to Amy Rust, Bridget Hackett, Matthew Coslin, who's pumping up the home plate umpire after he took one in the cup in the first inning. And he's gone. Going to go 12 innings after that in the first.
Player of the game.
Absolutely. In my book, someone that has taken one there. Ooh. Oh, 2 now. Ooh, out in front.
Fooled badly was Federick from the pitch by Christopherson.
With 1 out. So Ezra on first after a base hit. Had some fans chiming in earlier on Facebook. I'm sure you're happy to see that line drive base hit. Here's Braden Cap. Cap. Which is a new slang. Braden Cap, 5 foot 125, catcher. Class of 27 from Lincoln Charter. Jet Christopherson looking to finish up here in the 12th. And the pitch. This is upstairs. They're going to throw behind the runner, not in time. As we will have a 30-minute break. Maybe a couple more minutes if they finish up here about 12:15. We'll start again for the 13 and under at 1 p.m. Go to 5 o'clock. Wrap up our getaway day doubleheader. There's a strike right there from Christopherson, which has just been a fantastic week here in Miami. Can't thank Brian Domenico, his staff. Thank my boss, Javier Nunez, Nancy Soto, the helper, Axel and Yo-Yo. It's just been a fantastic 4 days here in Miami as Cap walks, which will put runners at first and second with 1 out.
The man we need to thank is the coach walking out there for the Green Machine, Billy Colome.
There's always one person that helped you get where you are, and that's the man that started it all.
Started with a phone call to me. I've known Billy for several years in the high school coaching circles and the recruiting background and things like that, and he knew what we were doing with Stream Live Tampa. You know, had recruited Yo-Yo when he was the head coach at Hillsborough Community College, so knew Javier, knew what he was doing with Stream Live Tampa. So having Javier and I together, he gave me a jingle and said, hey, I think you guys need to get in touch with Brian here. Just got in touch with him, get Brian more in touch with Javier as far as the logistics of setting everything up. And it's November 24th, and we're in Miami at a Major League Baseball stadium calling baseball games.
just pinch myself every time we get to walk in the media access. That's us, Jim Delaney, the media.
That's easy. Yeah.
Love it. Everyone here at the park, too, all the security, everyone helping us get in, telling us where we need to go, been fantastic as well. The coffee at the hotel is fantastic, Jim Delaney. Thanking everybody. That's how happy I am to be here. 2 balls and a strike now to Braden Kapp, who gets to hit twice as they snake the lineup one last time. Off speed. Ruined into the seats on the third base side. We'll run the count to 2-2. Jet Christopherson, I want to say it one more time before his day is done. Our 3rd Jet of the week. Here's the pitch.
Little late, little late.
The other 2 Jets did not have 15 letters in their last name, though, Jim Delaney. So Mr. Christopherson has that on those 2 Jets. So 2-2 count with 1 out. That's a young man from Utah. Tries to finish up. So he tries to go inside out, but it was a balk as he
That is
leaned
a
a little
balk.
towards the plate, so it will be a balk. He was going to try to do the inside out move. Just lost his balance a little bit too much towards the plate before he turned around. So a balk will move the runners to 2nd and 3rd. Still a 2-2 count. They're going to pull the infield in now. Try to cut down the runner to the plate. Good pitch, fouled directly into the dugout.
The outfield coming in too. You want any bloopers coming over in the short outfield that the infielders can't get to normally. So playing the actual game right here.
Absolutely, regardless of score.
Exactly, is the green machine. You're down 4, it's the last inning, and it's something good to practice. Playing in, trying to cut down that lead runner.
Great off-speed pitch that falls in there to get Braden Kapp by Christopherson
Makes it easier.
for the 2nd out.
They can move back.
That'll allow the infielders to go back into normal depth.
And this
This
will
will
be
be
the
the-
last
this
batter
is
anyhow
it.
because of the 25 pitch count limit.
It's nothing more frustrating when you pull the infield in and then a guy hits a blooper that lands right where you would be standing at the shortstop.
Yes.
That's just how baseball works.
The old saying, hit it where they ain't.
Exactly right. Ball misses low and in. Johnny Federick now will be the last batter for the Blue Hens. Fisted towards 3rd. Fielded nicely. And a nice play by the 3rd baseman right there for the last out of the inning for the Green Machine. They'll have one more at bat to try and get 4 to maybe let's play 13, Jim. Let's play 13. We'll be right back after this with Stream Live Tampa. Last half inning here, Jim Delaney for the 12 and under World Power Showcase from Miami. Cason Warner takes the hill now, 5'10", 180.
Hey, right over his head.
175, 5 pounds of hair makes him 180. Got the beautiful flowing locks on the hill.
Flowing locks.
That ball is pulled foul by Charlie Rothbard, who started pitching for the Green Machine. K-Don rooting on Ryland from Katy, Texas. Thank you very much. Here's the 0-1 now.
Reaching, you got room. Nobody told the catcher. But there's a game still being played. Down the tunnel, out the back door, past the altar.
Falls harmlessly for a strike.
I was quoting Spaceballs right there.
I love Spaceballs.
Here comes Princess Vespa going down the aisle, past the altar, and out the back door.
I'm a Mog. Ball low. 1-2.
There's a lot of hair in this field.
I love it. Kids are, 12 years old? They've been working on this for a while.
I tell you what, I know a lot of coaches. You're not stepping on a field looking like that.
You are old school, Jim, and
that's not me.
nice pitch
There's a
right
lot of
there.
people.
Oh, I feel you. We had to have a hair. We had to have haircut in my day in the 80s as well, 80s and 90s. But times change and people go. You gonna tell Bryce Harper to cut his hair? No way.
He hits 214.
He also is an MVP.
Yeah, he's a clown. First pitch there to Baisden. This is for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes. It's a call on the high strike right there, as we are in the bottom of the 12th. Chase Baisden, 5'7", 164. Right in there again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, but it does get past the catcher, so Baisden is going to reach first base with 1 out.
Try to keep your head in the game. At bat doesn't go your way.
But you find yourself on base.
That's it. Plenty of players kind of hang their head low and forget the situation. But no, but he was thinking, hey, I got to get on base.
Absolutely. That one down low. Matthew Hergott now from Nevada. Odyssey Middle School. All the kids on the Blue Hens have been great. Heard them talking how they positive about different tournaments. How the kid was saying some teams lose Friday and Saturday. Both games they play on Friday and Saturday. And then win every game on Sunday. You go home happy. It was a great conversation they were having down here.
Yeah, they've heard that properly said to them somewhere.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
It stuck.
That's
and they buy in and believe it, yeah.
Absolutely. That's the Sunday conversation.
That's
if you have
right.
a first tough 2 days. This is upstairs. So first and second now with 1 out. 1 more base runner, Jim, and you know what happens? Tie and run to the plate.
Woo.
That's what happens. And here we go for A.J. Zimmerhanzel.
Big Z.
Big Z with 2 on and 1 out. Set go misses upstairs. Cason Warner trying to finish it up for the Blue Hens. And the pitch. This is down low. 2-0 now to the 6-foot, 215-pound Zimmerhanzel. And a hitter's count. And the pitch. In there for a strike. 2-1 as Zimmerhanzel shakes his head, acknowledging the strike, and he'll await the next pitch. Here it is from Warner.
Ooh, off the end of the bat, cued it.
Had him out front on a fastball. Big Z just couldn't wait long enough as it looked delicious. But he fouled the cookie off, and now it's 2-2. Off-speed pitch, had him up front. Nice pitch there by Cason Warner. The evil two-strike curveball. A wave and a miss by Zimmerhanzel. So we're down to it now, the last out for the Blue Hens.
That is change up from HE double hockey sticks right there. As I was looking at the replay of that strikeout of Zimmerhanzel.
That was nasty.
Changing speeds. Name of the game.
Ground ball to third. It's going to step on the bag, and that will do it, folks. 11 runs on 16 hits and 4 errors for the Blue Hens. 7 runs on 13 hits and 1 error for the Green Machine. Fantastic day with these kids. Hope they had a great time. They're going to have some presentations for the game. We should be getting started at 1 o'clock. 45 minutes for Stream Live Tampa. I'm Mikey Parrish. Thanks for